Croatia's government has been unhappy for some time with the way Hungary's MOL has been managing the INA oil company. MOL owns 49.1% of the Croatian refiner, while the government has a 44.84% stake. Long-awaited talks between the government and MOL over the future of INA are set to begin on September 18th. Economy Minister Ivan Vrdoljak will represent the Croatian side. Speaking on Croatian radio this morning, Vrdoljak said INA was a strategic company for Croatia. We regard INA as our own, and we will not allow it to become MOL's subsidiary, he said. Vrdoljak also said that the Kutina-based petrochemicals plant Petrokemija was ready to be privatized, but that the state would hold on to a 25% stake plus one share in the company. The government is currently looking for a consultant to assist in the sale. The tender is expected to draw interest from Europe's industry leaders. The numbers for Croatia's current tourism season appear to be exceeding last year's, despite several spells of bad weather and the introduction of visas for Russian nationals. According to data from various tourism bureaus, from January to August, arrivals were up by 5.4% and overnight stays increased by 3.3%. Croatia's most frequent guests this season hailed from Germany, Slovenia, and Austria, while the number of Russian visitors fell by 23%. Tourism Minister Darko Lorencin will present today the preliminary results for this year's season. Protests by opponents of the introduction of a second official language, Serbian, in Vukovar entered into their 8th day today. The group organizing the protest says they will continue to hold peaceful rallies throughout the week around town and in nearby villages. Dual language signs were introduced because the government was obligated to introduce a second official language in areas where a national minority accounted for more than 30% of the population, a provision of a constitutional law on the rights of national minorities. A rally got underway this morning in the Vukovar suburb of Bogdanovci. A Baroque music festival is attracting classical music lovers to Korčula on the island of the same name. The festival's first edition last year set a high standard for the event, and this year's festival continues right where last year's left off. Opening the festival were the Polish ensemble HRT dei Suonatori with a performance at St. Mark's Cathedral.
This is a program we are going to record in 1 month. This is a Vivaldi program, around Vivaldi, Venice.
The festival has an exciting lineup of concerts which will be performed at Korčula's ornate Baroque venues and runs until September 13th. In sports news, Croatia's basketball team have scored another victory at the European Championships in Slovenia, defeating their hosts 76-74. Bogdan Bogdanovic scored 24 points and grabbed 7 rebounds as Croatia pulled out an overtime battle. However, it was teammate Damjan Rudej that made all the big plays. Rudej hit 2 3-pointers in overtime, the last one being the final points for Croatia. The team have no time to rest. They face the Czech Republic early this evening. They need a win to make it to the next round. Croatia's women's volleyball team has scored their second victory at the European Championships in Germany and Switzerland. Croatia advanced to the next round after defeating Belarus 3-0 in sets. They face the Netherlands on Tuesday for a spot in the quarterfinals. Croatia's juniors have taken both titles at the U.S. Open. In the men's final, Borna Ćorić defeated Thanasis Kokinakis 3-6, 6-3, 6-1. While Anja Konjuh bested American Tornado Alice Black 3-6, 6-4, 7-6, taking her second junior Grand Slam of the season. After a sensational 7-1 win against CSKA Moscow in the KHL League opener, Zagreb's Medveščak suffered a 5-1 defeat at the hands of Dinamo Riga at home. The team now faces Lev from Prague in Zagreb on Tuesday. This afternoon's forecast calls for mostly cloudy skies with scattered rain. There may be some showers and thunder showers in places. Heavy precipitation is expected on the northern sections of the coast and in Gorski Kotar and central Croatia. On the coast, expect mild to moderate southeasterly and southwesterly winds, stronger gusts in the north. In Dalmatia, a northeasterly will rise by the afternoon. This will also be the case on the northern coast by evening. Temperature highs will range from 19 to 24 degrees Celsius inland and from 24 to 29 degrees on the Adriatic.